You're stuck in the intermediate level learning English. Well, the good news is you're not alone. There are millions of people making the same mistakes that you're making. You're practicing. You're doing all the right things. You're reading books. You're even speaking in English a couple times. But you're not seeing any progress. You're not seeing any real improvements. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 4 specific steps that you need to start following in order to level up your English from B1 to B2. My name's Kevin. Let's jump right in. You need to surround yourself with English. You need to immerse yourself into the language so that your brain starts to get used to hearing English all the time. And there are a couple ways that you can do this. First of all, turn your mobile device into English. Read books in English. Watch series in English. The moment you start to surround yourself with English is the moment your brain starts to feel more comfortable with reading English, speaking English, and thinking in English. And the only way to achieve this is to surround yourself with English. The moment you make this change and you switch from your native language into English is the moment you will start to realize how much you weren't doing before. It's going to force you to use English in practical ways in your daily life. Your daily routine is going to be in English. And at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want functional, conversational, practical English. And the only way to achieve this is not only by reading books and studying grammar, increasing your vocabulary. You need to immerse yourself into the language. The more you do this, the more comfortable you'll start feeling with English. And this in turn creates confidence, which in turn helps you become more fluent. You need to speak to people in English. Now, these people could be native speakers. They could be on a similar level to you or perhaps a lower level to you in English. However, the point is that you are speaking in English. Now, the difference between practicing at home, speaking out loud, and speaking with a native speaker is that it's a real conversation. And in real conversations, there are interruptions, there are disagreements, and you need to think quickly. And you can also get some feedback from the native speaker or whoever it is that you're conversing with. They can give you some tips and help you improve your English. By having to think on your feet and think quickly in these real life situations trains your brain to adjust and adapt and feel more comfortable speaking English and not having to translate. Translating in your head takes time. And when you take time to respond to somebody in real life, it makes the situation a little bit awkward. So by speaking with real people in real conversations helps you think quicker, helps you react quicker, and in turn helps you sound more fluent and become more comfortable and confident speaking English. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Kevin, to speak to real people in English is scary. I freeze, I choke, my chest tightens up, and I can't get the words out. And I wish I could tell you that there was a foolproof way of overcoming this fear. But the truth of the matter is, you need to do it whether you're scared or not. You need to just do it. And the more you do it, you'll start to realize it's not actually that scary. The people that you're talking to will understand that you're not a native English speaker. And this will help them become a little bit more lenient with you. And if you do make a mistake or you use the wrong word, they're going to understand. They're not going to judge you because they know that you're not a native English speaker and you're learning. And there are millions of people that don't have the confidence to start those conversations in the first place. You do. You have started the conversation, and the person you're speaking to will understand if you make a small mistake. So make those mistakes, start those conversations, start speaking in English to native English speakers or people with a similar level to you, and you will find very quickly that not only does your confidence improve, but your vocabulary improves, your grammar improves, and you will start to become more comfortable speaking English. Next is to build your vocabulary. Now, this sounds quite easy, and it actually is. All you need to do is read some books, watch some videos, and learn new words. There's no tricks or gimmicks, it's just learning, and you can do it. Now, a little bit of advice when it comes to learning new vocabulary. Don't learn individual words. Learn chunks, learn sentences, learn collocations. Collocations are 2 or 3 words that are often found together. Learn those collocations, learn phrases, learn phrasal verbs, learn full sentences. If you learn individual words, your brain starts to understand individual words. And then when you want to speak, you're going to speak in individual words. And this sounds less fluent than you want to. Learn sentences, speak in sentences, and practice using your phrasal verbs, your collocations, because those are really going to help you sound more fluent when speaking to native speakers. I have found that my students who learn phrasal verbs and even a little bit of slang sound a lot more fluent than some of my students who have just learnt by the book grammar and rules. Learn real life situations. Learn real life sentences that you'll actually use in a functional conversation. It really helps. Practice those slang words that are commonly used in conversations. Now, of course, depending on who you're speaking to will depend on the amount of slang that you use and the structure of your sentences. But of course, if you learn sentences, it's easy to adapt depending on the situation that you're in. By learning full sentences, you're able to say full sentences, which sounds faster and more fluent. By sounding faster and more fluent builds your confidence. Now remember, at the end of the day, confidence is what's going to get you to the next level. By speaking, not worrying about making mistakes, having the confidence to get out there into the real world and have real conversations. That's confidence, and that's what's going to help you. And the last step is pronunciation. Pronunciation is often overlooked. You might have a good level of English and you're wondering why sometimes people don't understand you or they ask you to repeat what you've said. It might come down to a simple thing like pronunciation. Now, pronunciation, although a simple thing, is very important, and there are a few ways that you can practice pronunciation. Number 1, when you're watching movies or series in English, turn off the subtitles. Now, I know this sounds terrifying. Kevin, how can I watch a movie without the subtitles? That's how I follow along. That's how I get the words that I've missed in conversation. I know. What you need to do, turn off those subtitles and get through it. If you miss a word, you miss a word. Move on. Try to understand the whole picture of the sentence that's being said, not the individual words. And by turning off the subtitles, you won't read. You'll listen to the speaker, you'll listen to the character, and you'll listen to the pronunciation of each word. And this is what you need to work on. Another way to work on your pronunciation is to speak out loud. And as we mentioned in the previous step, by speaking to a native English speaker, you'll get feedback and hopefully they'll help you improve your pronunciation of certain words. This is quite important. Learning the word is one thing, speaking it is another. Your brain needs to get used to how these words sound. And the last method to improve your pronunciation is to watch videos on different sounds. Now, you might be learning English and want to have more of an American accent or a British accent. Watch videos on YouTube how to pronounce different words. When 2 letters are used together, it changes the sound of a word. Watch those videos and practice it. Now, I have found that YouTube is probably the best place to find learning videos to help you improve your English. And by watching this video, you have already taken the first step to improving your level. Keep practicing. Now, a final thought to end the video. First of all, thank you so much. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, comment. I have daily top tips released on YouTube and Instagram, and a Friday lesson. So subscribe so you don't miss that. Now, a final thought. First of all, I want to say congratulations on making it this far in your English journey. If you're watching this video, it shows that you're dedicated to improving yourself by learning a new language. Not everybody can do that. Second of all, you're almost there. Keep going. Keep going. There's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days, but if you don't practice on the bad days, you won't appreciate the good days. So keep going. And finally, don't be scared to make mistakes. Keep speaking, make mistakes. Mistakes are a part of life and it's how you learn. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name's Kevin and I'll see you in the next one.